because AP has been talking shit a lot in solo queue. I want to put him in his place.
Mm,
I think the reason why TL won last year was because the league was in a bad place, right?
mm.
So I hope I want to prove, I want to back up my shit talking to beat them and to show that you're not good. You
Yeah.
just got lucky. You're just bad and lucky.
We are a few days away from the start of the LCS summer season, and today I am in the presence of former MVP jungler and LCS champion Spica, which will be joining Dignitas in this new season. And Spica, today I am very happy to see you, but first of all, I would like to ask you, how excited are you to return to the LCS after taking a split of being a content creator for FlyQuest as well?
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited just because I think we've got a great squad. We've only been screening for a few days, but I would say it's like just playing with these guys is, the most fun I think I've had, the past 2 years of playing League. So I'm really excited to, just keep improving and, play some official matches and see where we stand right now.
I mean, you are like one of the stars of the LCS from the five-man sleep back in the days with TSM to the Twitter
Yeah.
bangers as well. So I'm sure that fans are very happy to see you as well back in the league. So tell me, how has it been like being a content creator this whole time and stuff? Have you ever like felt during this time that you really wanted to be back into playing pro as well? Like, did you feel that hunger
Mm.
even during the entirety of the first half of the year, pretty much?
Yeah. I mean, I would say like going into this year, my goal wasn't to become like a streamer or content creator, right? It was like the only path for me just because how my previous off season went. So that was like the only thing I could do while I'm looking for a team in summer. Um, so after spring split ended, I was thinking whether I should continue or not because I think I actually enjoyed it quite a bit, way more than I thought I would. So I was contemplating whether, okay, do I want to pursue a team, or do I want to wait until next year, right? Just because, there's only 8 teams in LCS. I feel like there might be more opportunities, better opportunities next year. But when I hear that Dig has this roster, I was honestly really excited just because, um, I think I have played with Sven before, and I think Licorice, Jensen, and I was all great players, and I think we'll really fit together well personality wise. So that's why I went for it, and so far I think it's been going great.
Last year didn't end in the best way possible. Like FlyQuest kind of fell apart in the summer split, and you couldn't find a team at the start of the year because of the off season being very spicy, I guess, with like the league moving down to 8 teams as well. Licorice
Yeah.
was in a similar position. Did
hmm
you ever feel like some kind of doubts or like fears that you would not be able to find a team? Like, did you contemplate that like maybe you would be forced into retirement even at some point?
Yeah. In terms of like personal skill, I think I'm definitely good enough for LCS. Right. I was watching Spring Split. I feel like when I was watching, I gained like new perspectives, and honestly, I think this thing is split off. I think made me a better player in the end. You know, I feel like the past 2 years, um, I wouldn't say it's just more so going through the motion, but it's like just taking a break, having a new perspective, and just looking at things from the outside. Right, I think it really helped me. Um, so I never had doubt whether I was good enough, but it's always good to have confidence in yourself, and I think just taking a break really helped me with that.
And I mean, speaking of playing with confidence, that's a thing that I think you've said a lot, especially as well with the announcement video of
Mhm.
Dignitas. And
Yeah.
I would like to also ask, like, regarding this, did you ever like doubt yourself, like, especially after the end of like 2023 summer, or were you like
Mhm.
always confident, as you said, like that you had what it take to be at the top?
Mhm. I mean, I think definitely after, the disaster split last year, I think we went ninth and we didn't even make playoffs, right? I definitely had some doubts. So after the split ended, I decided to go to Korea to like boot camp in preparation for the next year. I think I was grinding Korea for like a whole month and I reached pretty high on the ladder. I think my peak was like around rank 30 something. And I think just having that really gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me like direction, in my gameplay, and then I just applied to that, right? Like, I also feel like maybe I just started taking things more seriously, more like focused up. That okay, every game matters. Just focus on yourself, and I think that definitely helps me improve. And I think going to this year, I still have that mindset, right? And I think that's gonna help me compared to like what I didn't have before.
I think it's pretty safe to say that you've been considered as like one of the strongest junglers in the LCS for quite some time. I guess apart obviously like last year kind of went a bit south, but like
Mhm,
that aside, you've always been towards the top. But
mhm,
something that's very surprising is that you have actually not won a title since 2020 with TSM, I believe.
mhm,
And regarding this, I would like to ask because obviously, I mean, it's been like a lot of ups and downs and roller coaster and stuff. But
mhm.
how hungry do you feel today to actually like get back towards this first place and like get the ability to lift a trophy again for like your team, I
Mhm.
guess?
I mean, I think that's everybody's goal, right? When they play LCS is to win. I definitely feel the drive more than ever. Just because I think I've had I think last year was I mean, we had a good start, but the ending was, the result in the ending was pretty bad. I feel like the year before, to be frank, I didn't feel like I was set up for success in terms of that. I feel like in that environment, it was really hard to succeed. And, after like the failure last year, I think I'm more motivated than ever to just prove that, hey, um, I can be the best and I will be the best, especially since this year, I feel like all my teammates are motivated. We all have the same goal and we get along really well. So, there's no excuses. There's only going for that win, right?
You are only 23, which is like pretty young, but like for esports standards, I guess like some people might think that it's starting to get towards the older people in the scene. But
Mm,
a lot of people currently like saw Dignitas as this team of like quote unquote boomers and like a lot of
Boomers,
old
yeah,
players with like
yeah.
Licorice, Jensen, and stuff joining.
Mhm,
And a lot of people like are doubting Dignitas and even like maybe comparing it a bit like to Team Heretics in the LEC that
mhm,
has a lot of like very well-known talents that haven't performed
yeah,
very well in recent times. What
yeah.
would you have to say like to respond to this criticism or like just
Mhm.
feedback, I guess, that people have as well?
I think in recent times, right? I think all my teammates have performed very well, actually, right? Like Licorice, I think performed very well last year. He was one of the best top laners, in LCS, right? I think Jensen, he was literally top two, last split. And Sven, I think before he took a break, he literally won the LCS, I think, but he won the LCS twice as a support, right? But still, I think he's had a lot of success. So I don't agree with the narrative that, it's like, "Oh, these guys are all washed up," you know, because my teammates have had success before. I think a lot of people have a misconception that if you have old players, you're not gonna do well, right? And they think that, oh, if you have rookies, you're gonna do well no matter what. As long as I believe in my teammates, I think all my teammates are great, and we work well together. That's all you need, right? I think synergy um, in the league has become way more important than just like pure mechanical skill. If you work well with the teammates, I think you're just gonna be more successful. And we also do have one rookie, right? I would consider Al's a rookie. He's only played like I guess, one split or, of LCS, so we do have that in the mix. So I wouldn't really agree with those narratives.
I mean, you also like mentioned a lot that like you tend to not care about what other people say and like always be focused on yourself and your team in
Mhm.
general and stuff.
Yeah,
How do you like tackle like fan criticism and stuff like in general and just what is your mentality as a pro player as well, like
yeah,
like dealing with stress as well of competing and
yeah.
stuff?
I mean, I think over the years, I got a lot better with that. In the beginning of my career, I would care about, oh, what other people are saying. Like, I don't take it too hard, but like, I'm still curious. But as time goes on, I guess as I grew older, you just realize that, it doesn't matter what other people say, right? Like, as long as the only job that you have is to prove them wrong, right? And that's what you should, go for. If you care about what other people say, then you might conform to that. And I also realize that a lot of people online just don't know what the fuck they're saying. So why would I listen to people who have no idea what they say, you know?
True.
So I just focus on myself, and go with my own logic, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, that makes sense. And I guess like last few questions. First of all, I would like to ask, what are your general expectations for this summer split? Is the goal like simply just going to Worlds?
I mean, I think our biggest goal is definitely going to Worlds. I think Worlds is definitely the most exciting part of, just the whole league year. I think no matter what happens at Worlds, it's great experience for any players to have, right? Like a lot of players, they level up during Worlds to become a better player, no matter what the results is. So I just want to go back. Last time I went, it didn't go so well. So, I want to
Yeah.
make it and get at least one win this time, and that's definitely our goal. And I just want to do well myself as well,
Mhm.
right? Just want to do
Yeah.
well myself, prove that I can still be the best, and uh, have a good result.
Yeah. And that aside, I mean, right now we're playing in a very special meta, I guess, like very different
Yeah.
from what we've seen in the past. We've seen the rise of AP junglers in particular.
Mhm.
And I even saw that, like, in solo queue, you were playing Zyra Jungle,
Yeah.
even though you have like 48% win rate, I think, on it.
Okay.
So,
Okay. It's not. I was learning. I was learning.
uh-huh,
It's
yeah.
get. It's been getting better.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, I see that you got like one game that was like MVP performance and stuff. So maybe it was just like a slow start, and now it's
Uh huh.
looking pretty good. Do you think it's a meme pick, or is there any chance that we can actually see it in the LCS?
I've been playing a lot, and it's honestly very fun, and I think it's a bit underrated. I think I'm like the only person in like NA High Elo that plays it, right? Like, I haven't seen anyone else play it. Um, if I am I pull it out, I'm not sure. I hope so, just because I think this champion has a lot of potential. It has some strengths, right, that people don't actually realize. And a lot of times we pull a new champion, and people have no idea what it does, which is also advantage in itself. Having that first mover advantage. So I hope to maybe bring it out. I think it'll be exciting for everybody to watch this champion that has never been playing professional play. I'm pretty sure as a jungler. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Hopefully, my coach let me.
Well, I mean, if your coach is watching us right now, hopefully
Yeah,
you will agree to letting you play
I'm
it.
trying to convince him right now. So
Hey man, if you need someone to watch for you, I've seen your solo queue
yeah.
games. I will be there for you in any
Yeah,
case.
of course, of course.
But yeah, just to finish up, I guess I would like to ask you if there is any teams that you want to face in the summer season. I mean, obviously, I can imagine that maybe there's a bit of like grudge against FlyQuest.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the 2 biggest teams I want to beat is FlyQuest. I think it's pretty obvious. And another one I think is TL. Because AP has been talking shit a lot in solo queue. I want to put him in his place. Like I think the reason why TL won last year was because the league was in a bad place, right? So I hope I want to prove. I want to back up my shit talking to beat them and to show that you're not good. You just got lucky. You're just bad and lucky. I want to back it up.
Strong words, strong words. Do you think you're going to be contesting APA for the title of King of Yapping as well?
Dude, I mean, I got some good ideas coming up. So hopefully we're not shit, and we're gonna beat them, and I got some bangers coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, it's a pretty exciting time to be an LCS fan in any case, right?
Yeah, with new format and stuff. I think it's new and it's interesting, and I'm excited to play.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. Well, in any case, I'm pretty sure that's all the time we have for the interview today. But I would like to thank you very much for your time and also wish you very good luck with Dignitas this split. I hope that you will be smurfing it and hopefully
Mhm.
maybe even earn yourself another MVP title again.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was
Thank,
fun.
thank you very much as well. Have a great day, man.
All right, have a good one.